specialists. Good afternoon, I'm Rachael Burke. From possible to probable, that's the recession risk from some economists. Tim Harcourt says we're not there yet, but you'll know by a couple of factors.
And I think if you see a huge uptick in unemployment and a reduction in employment, then you'd worry. But at the moment, we aren't in that territory.
While the PM says Australia has a path through inflation and their budget helps put downward pressure on it. A grim warning for those wishing to buy in the coming months. PropTrack expects house prices to hit a new peak in January after 5 months of solid growth. Meantime, more than 40% of Aussie renters have seen rent go up by more than 10% in the past year. 3 people have been arrested after a police officer was run over and dragged under a car in Perth's east overnight. The officer has been left fighting for life in hospital with critical injuries. Australians who display Nazi symbols could face up to 12 months in prison, with the federal government to introduce legislation to Parliament next week. But Attorney General Mark Dreyfus says the proposal doesn't include a ban on the Nazi salute.
It's already dealt with in some of the state laws, and we think that's appropriate. This is about a law which will mesh with existing state and territory law and the proposed laws that the other states are going to bring in.
And a boost for domestic travel. Qantas and Jetstar will be the first airlines to operate out of the new...
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Max Taste Challenge.
The Bombers coach is concerned Carlton's fortunes could change against them at the G on Sunday following 5 straight losses. Brad Scott reckons if Blues coach Michael Voss could lace up the boots for his club and try and set things right, he would.
I can't get inside his head, but one thing I'm glad about is that he's not playing, because that would create a lot of headaches for us. He's an ultra-competitive person.
And the Aussie Test side is looking the goods heading into day 2 of the World Test Championship final, sitting on 3 for 327 at stumps on day 1.
Selling the family home? Miller, Wan and John put you first.
This is SAFM weather.
Damaging winds possible this afternoon and evening across the Limestone coast. Lows of 7 degrees expected. Want more local news? Get free breaking news about our community. Download the Listener app. Search for the Limestone coast and add to your favourites now.